Dating in the 1870s. At this time, arranged marriages were still common, especially among the upper classes. Young people had little choice in their choice of mate, and their fate was decided by parents, relatives, or intermediaries. Dating in the 1880s. At this time, the institution of marriage was changing as a result of civilization, and love was becoming a more important consideration. Young people were given more freedom to get to know each other, and balls, picnics, garden parties, theatres and museums were popular venues for courtship. Dating in the 1890s. During this time, women were gaining more rights and opportunities, and feminism was on the rise. Women were getting more rights and rights for women, and women were gaining more rights and rights to education. Dating was also becoming freer, and women could take the initiative. Dating in the 1900s. This was a time when entertainment opportunities were expanding and young people were spending more and more time together without the supervision of their families. Dating was increasingly based on personal preferences, and young people could try out several partners before committing. Dating in the 1910s. During this time, women were gaining more and more rights, such as the right to vote, and the suffragette movement was growing. Women were showing more of themselves and fashions were changing. Dating became more casual and young people allowed themselves more physical contact. Dating in the 1920s. This was a time when entertainment options were expanding, with nightclubs, bars and restaurants becoming popular places for young people to dance, chat and socialize. At this time, the economic crisis made dating cheaper and easier. Young people preferred to stay at home or go to places where they didn't have to spend much. Dating in the 1940s. At this time, dating was becoming faster and more urgent as a result of the Second World War. Young people didn't know how long they would live or when they would see each other again, so they made the most of every minute. Dating in the 1950s. At this time, the post-war boom made dating more restrictive and conservative. Young people saw marriage and starting a family as their goal and behaved in accordance with social expectations. This was a time when dating was becoming freer and more rebellious, influenced by the hippie era. Young people promoted peace, love, and nature, and ignored social norms. Dating in the 1970s. At this time, the sexual revolution was making dating more open and experimental. Young people were looking for sexual freedom and variety, and were not afraid to try new things. Dating in the 1980s. At this time, technological advances have modernized and diversified dating. Young people were using video games, video cassettes, Walkmans, and computers for fun and socializing. Dating in the 1990s. At this time, globalization has made dating more diverse and cosmopolitan. Young people were discovering different cultures, music, films, and food, and were open to new experiences. Dating in 2000s. This is a time when the internet and mobile phones have made dating faster and easier. Young people were using online dating, chatting, texting, and calling to meet and stay in touch. Dating in 2010. This is a time when dating has become more visual and interactive, thanks to social media and smartphones. Young people used Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Tinder to meet and dating in the 2020s. Technology-driven connections define this era, with dating apps and virtual interactions shaping relationships. The pandemic accelerates virtual dating, emphasizing creative online activities. Social media platforms like Instagram and Snapchat play a central role in instant visual sharing, fostering a culture of swift and interactive connections. The images and text were generated by AI, so there might be some minor inaccuracies. Nonetheless, I hope you enjoyed the video. Enjoy your beautiful human life.